Live2D rigging. I'm sorry I'm late, I overslept. How are you guys doing? Let's see. I need to do body physics. At least you slept? True. True. Okay, so the problem is, I woke up at 5 a.m. and I was like, nah, this is too early. I need to go back to sleep. I was awake for about half an hour before I fell back asleep. And then I didn't wake up until 9:30. So, I slept hours, but it doesn't feel like it. I just realized you have the objection to hide the boob on the starting screen. Yes. It's just, you know, it's just Twitch. Twitch TOS. Not okay with booba. You know? I had to cover him up. Okay, where am I? What am I doing? Arms, I suppose. That'd be my idea. It was your idea. Hi, 05. The rare occasion where you need a nap from sleeping. I hate that I know how that feels. Okay, so this is arm right. You're ruining it for everyone. I want this minus 30, 30, with the default being 0. And then blend shape. Okay, so I'm doing 3, 4. Replicate. 2. Replicate. 3. Replicate. 4. Okay. No, I want to do the left side. Left 1. Replicate. Replicating ensures that the ID is counting up. Because you want the ID to be the same so that Live2D knows, oh, this is part of this set. You don't have to, you can do it manually, but it's easier if Live2D actually knows what everything is. Okay. Aside from that... Or is that actually connected? It is not. Flip. Okay. So we take this, and this is right physics. Uh, see, and then we grab this. Copy, paste. I could just swing it like that, I suppose. Copy, paste. Okay. And then, of course, we want extended interpolation, eclipse. I see. Totally didn't extend my vacation just to see Vice stream from home. No, why would you do that? This isn't quite right. More like home time instead of vacation time. True. It's probably fine. Okay, it's not fine. I know it's not fine. Damn it. Okay, I think that's good enough. Okay, now I need to focus on this. Okay. Extended interpolation. For some reason, the extended interpolation likes to fuck with the endpoint on this side. Whatever. Okay. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm taking shorter and shorter parts of the arm to deform on each pendulum. So for number 1, it would be the entire arm. Make sure the upper arm moves. For pendulum number 2, it would be the lower arm moving. On pendulum 3, it's the hand moving, and on pendulum 4, it's the fingers moving. And that's kind of how that works. And then I have to make sure that those are the only parts that move. Like that. Now the problem is that the hands, the fingers aren't separated, so it's a little bit difficult to deform this, but I am trying my best with what I have. Okay. Let's see if that's okay. This might be jittery. Let's see. Add arm right. Let's say body input. Let's see. I have a preset for that. Body Y would be angle. And I want the angle on this to be 50. Okay, and then I need the arms on the correct pendulums. And then we swing her around for a while, get the maximum output. Yeah, and that does not look good. So we need to adjust that. It's okay on the Y, kinda, but no, it does not look good. Also, decrease input on that. And make sure that does not go over the maximum. So we need to fix that. The fingers are probably not too bad. It's the rest. It's the rest that needs to be fixed. Let's do this from the ground up. How is the hand movement? I think the hand movement itself is okay, so we don't need to touch that. Let's do those two. Hi, yeah, welcome to the stream. You are the first chatter on YouTube. Everyone else seems to be on Twitch today. Okay. So let's get the overall movement right first. Oh, O5 switched to YouTube. Hi. Okay. And then for the swing in this direction. Let's make sure that's anchored. And lurking. I appreciate it. Okay. So in this current moment, okay. Right now, it looks pretty good. I'm just testing it step by step. I really like making super bouncy VTuber models, but that does mean I need to check the physics a lot. Okay. That is interpolation, eclipse. Let's put that on 3 as well. And then, of course, we need to anchor that down. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Okay, that looks a lot better than the first iteration. I think the physics are a little bit strong though. So maybe what I want to do is turn these down to 60 and see how that looks. Okay, that looks a lot better. Maybe for the swing position, I can turn this down. Okay, yeah. I like it when it's a little more subtle like that. Okay, that looks good. I like that. So let's proceed with that on the other side as well. Lip. Create. Oh, I see the problem. Reflect. That was the problem. Let's see if that's better. Oh yeah, that's better. I just fucked up. It happens sometimes. I still think 60 is better on this. Okay. It is actually surprising that I didn't catch that the first time, but I guess I did just wake up. Okay. And this is just trying to copy closely what I did. And then extended interpolation, eclipse, 3. I don't know why that moves up on the furthest points. Okay, that's better. Then we anchor that. Okay, that looks good. Let's grab the upper arm, anchor that. So only the lower arm moves on this. And then extended interpolation, eclipse 3. Okay. Once you get one part done, the other half is a lot easier. Okay. And we grab all of this, copy. interpolation 5. Oh, there we go. Okay. Save. Physics. We duplicate this and say this is arm left. The same settings, but we're gonna change this to arm left 1, and then it'll automatically adjust everything else because we set the parameter ID. Okay, yeah, I forgot about that. Hold on. Reflect. Okay, I really like how that looks. That is super flowy, but it's subtle enough to not come off as weird. Sometimes you just gotta play around with the effectiveness, you know? Okay. So that is the arms done. Now we got a few more body physics, which one of them is the chest. I feel like the layers are split a little bit weird. I mean, it's not like I can't rig it. It's just that I'm gonna have to be a little more careful. So satisfying watching you rig. Thank you. This is daily work for me. It is very satisfying watching it come to life, though. That is one of the great parts of this job. I feel like anyone can rig. I mean, obviously your skill level is gonna depend on the amount of effort you want to put into it, but... you know. Okay. These are the layers I'm gonna need for the chest. And as you can see, it selected all of that, which means I'm gonna have to be very careful with what I'm doing here. Okay. So let's see chest X1. Physics chest X1. Which is minus 30 to 30, and I'm gonna do this blend shape. We replicate that, say chest X2. Replicate, and this is gonna be chest Y1. Chest Y1. Replicate chest Y2. Okay. So yeah, most of what I'm doing is fairly standard, I'd say. Okay, so we want to grab this and just move that over. I'm not gonna make the bounce like too much because obviously this isn't a character that's supposed to have a whole lot of bounce. I think we can agree on that. But I still wanted to have a little bit, you know? Okay, so reflect. So that's gonna be the x2 bounce. y1 is up. And down. Might wanna make sure that doesn't go over, because that would look weird. Okay, that's the up and down, and then the y2 is out and in. So this is the squish. I feel like I can do this fairly quickly because this is the standard way I like to do chest rigging. I love my bounce. Yes, I'm pretty sure I gave your model like the exaggerated bounce just because I felt like that would fit it due to the design. Some designs fit the exaggerated bounce and some designs just don't. I feel like this design isn't unclothed enough to fit the exaggerated bounce. But I've definitely had models, like yours, for example, that got the exaggerated bounce treatment. Base, thank you. That is what I wanted. Yeah, of course. I can kind of guess based on the design. It is one of the skills a rigger must have. Guess the level of physics from the design. Okay, so you want this to be chest X. Say this body inputs. I don't really have a standard one for this because I just adjust everything every time. However, let's try this. Let's see, where is it? X1, X2. So let's wiggle that around for a bit and increase. Yeah, so this is what the full range looks like. We don't want that to be full range, and I think I'm gonna turn the shaking influence down a little bit. Say the 31, 24. I mean, it's a good level of bounce, but obviously we want the effectiveness to be a little bit more moderate. See, like that. I think that is good. Let's turn the duration down, actually. Let's wiggle that around to the maximum. Okay. You know what? I like how that looks. It's not too exaggerated, but there is some bounce there. Now, I know some people are gonna look at this and be like, what do you mean not exaggerated? That's super exaggerated. But like, bear with me. This is anime. In anime standards, not exaggerated. Okay. Now we duplicate this. We say chest Y. We want input settings, body Y. And let's say this is position Z. Okay. We want this to be chest Y1, chest Y2. I think the duration can be a little bit up on this one. Yeah, welcome to the stream. Good morning. Yep, anime physics. Okay, I like how that looks. There's a little bit of bounce to it, but it's not like super bouncy. Oh, we need to decrease on that. That is not good. We can probably turn the effectiveness up on this. Okay. I think that looks good. There's just a little bit of bounce to it, but it's a little bit more realistic than super exaggerated anime. Hi Atsu, welcome to the stream. Okay, I like that. I think that looks good. For this model, I think thigh physics. Should we do maybe a little bit of thigh physics? Tiny bit of thigh physics. Just to give it that extra pop, you know? Okay. Thighs X. Oh. Let's name this fist thighs X. Replicate thighs Y. This is fist thighs Y. I put phys at the end, by the way, for physics. Regular parameters have param on the beginning. Physics parameters have phys on the beginning. That's how I like to organize things. It's not necessary. It doesn't do anything for you, but that's just how I like to organize things. Okay. So we're gonna be doing a little bit of thighs. It's gonna be it's gonna be subtle. The thigh physics are going to be very subtle. Thighs Y. Ooh. Okay. Synthesize corners. And then we want the left leg. And we do the same here. And I do this on the same parameter because it doesn't really matter for this. Okay. And then, oh. And then synthesize corners again. Okay. This is gonna be like extremely subtle and maybe nobody will ever notice. But I'm doing this for me. Size X. Body input. Let's get that preset. This is one pendulum. Make sure the output is the maximum it can be. Let's turn the shaking influence down. So this is 29. See, there's a little bit of wiggle to it, but it is extremely subtle. Okay, then I want to duplicate that and say this is the Y parameter. And we're gonna say position Y. And then we want to find the thighs. And that is definitely too strong. Which means we turn the effectiveness down to 80. Let's see how that is. 70. Okay. That's better. So now we have a very subtle thigh physics. And this is how the character moves. I am actually pretty happy with this. The model got a wide range of movement, and the physics aren't overpowering. Everything looks smooth. which is the main thing. And the reason why nothing here looks stiff is because I have all of the body and head angles on physics. She looks good, thank you. Ah, hi, yeah, welcome to the stream. Yeah, I like how the movements look. I am actually really happy with the movements here. She's not floaty, because that is one thing that I see with a lot of especially beginner riggers, is that the characters become floaty. And I know how that happens. It's because they don't anchor the feet. When they move the feet, they tend to just move them around without really grounding them, without having an idea of, oh hey, this is the ground. And that's how the floatiness happens. You gotta really figure like, okay, she is standing on the ground. If she's going on her tippy toes, that means her toes don't move. The back of her feet move, but the toes don't move. The toes stay in the same position. So I think that is usually why a character becomes floaty. When the toes start moving, that's when the floating happens. And like you can make like a step to the side, but then you gotta keep in mind like, okay, where's the ground? What level is the ground? Like put a background image of a floor behind it, you know? Like you can do that. You can use a guide layer and just put that in. Just if you can't visualize it in your head, just put in like a background image and be like, okay, here's the ground. This is what she steps on. Does it look good when she steps? I think people don't use the guide images, the guide layers enough. Because it can be super helpful if you have to figure out where the character is moving to from a certain point. Now for her, I'm not doing the stepping, but she's doing a little bit of a step. She's doing a little bit of a step, just lifting her feet off the ground a little bit. I love how the arms wiggle. Thank you. Those are the physics I put in earlier. Make everything a little bit more smooth. Just guideline is enough, maybe? Yeah, for some people, just a guideline is enough, but other people need like 100% visual reference. Some people need 100% visual reference. But yeah, for some people, just guidelines are enough. But you can import like guide images into Live2D and they'll just be there, you know, until you remove them. Yeah, for me it will be something like that. Yeah. Everyone has their own style. Like everyone has a different like visualization. So, you know, just do what works for you. I can probably start working a little bit on the clothes physics. By the way, she has a glasses toggle. So she can put glasses on her face. And I already rigged those on. They have a little bit of bounce to them. Separate from the face itself. So kind of cementing that this is on a like front layer. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Show Marith? Thank you. But yeah, basically this moves in a way that it is obvious that this is in front of her face. Okay. By the way, full face tracking is already in for this model. So she already has like mouth and eye movement and everything. So she has full face tracking already. I think I did V-bridge her. Yeah, I did V-bridge her. I'm just working on the body right now. Okay. Clothes. Let's put that above hair because goddamn hair has a lot of layers. Look at this bullshit right here. Each individual strand of hair, by the way. Okay, so clothes. It's also gonna be a lot of layers. Let's see. Necklace. This is a necklace 1. Necklace 2. And necklace 3. So much parameters, I know, right? Okay, I will not disrupt your stream anymore. Have a nice stream. Okay, thank you for stopping. Bye. Have a good day. Night? I think it's night. Have a good night. I'm admiring the angles in physics so much. They look great. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I have to make my own too. Good luck. This takes so long. Good luck. Thank you, thank you. I have over 4 years of Live2D experience at this point. I rig daily. So VTuber rigging is my full-time job. This is how I pay the bills. So I do this daily on multiple models. All right. Necklace 1 X. Do we do this on 1 or 2 layers? Let's try 2 layers. This necklace 1x1. So we do blend shape on that. Okay. I didn't rig daily, but I started 4 years ago too. Yeah, that's I think kind of when VTubers started becoming like super popular 4 years ago. Just noticed the necklaces. Yeah. They're so cute. Let's see. This is also going to be a lot of parameters. Necklace 1. This is Y1. But, you know, usually more parameters means better movement, if you know what you're doing. After 2 weeks of spring, it's snowing again. Spring already started for you? It is so cold here. Okay, so necklace 2, X1. Necklace 2, X2. I like to put in the parameters before I start working, so I kind of have an organized, like this is how I organize my work. Like I put in the parameters first for a block of things that I'm about to work on. Then rig on those parameters and then put in the parameters for the next block of things that I'm working on. Necklace 2, X2. belongs to Y1. Replicates is Y2. Okay, I'm gonna have to make sure that these things don't deform too much. Not officially, but felt like it. Yeah. Like when it gets warmer, yeah. Necklace 3x1. Necklace 3x1. Replicate necklace 3x2. Replicate. This is Y1. Replicate Y2. Okay. Yeah, and everything melts. Oh, right. Yeah, you had snow. I'm kind of jealous. We never get snow here. Okay, so what I want to do to make sure this stays in place, and I might adjust this later, but I want to put a rotation deformer on that, which will lock it. Let's see, these are flowers, so these don't need to be locked. This, however, is gonna need to be locked as well. Okay. And I'm sure there's a better way to do that, but this is how I always do it. It is fast, it is fine. Okay. So, for pendulum 1, I want to move everything over. And then we reflect motion. And for X2, oh, I just want to grab the middle. It's the same with Y1, we grab everything. And then for Y2, we just grab the middle. And I think this is how I'm gonna do it. Just put all of the necklaces on a double parameter. Let's see, reflect motion. Oh. Move this up and then down. And then take the middle, move it up and down. And then necklace 3. Reflect motion. Okay. That was a bit too harsh on the upturn. That's better. If it's too harsh on the upturn, then it's gonna look a little bit janky. So I'm fairly careful with that. See, reflect motion. Okay, that looks good. Then we go for the Y again. Up. Down. We grab the middle. This is gonna be awkward. Up. And down. I'm gonna need to make sure this doesn't stray too far. Okay. Now let's see how that looks. Physics. We add necklaces X. Body inputs. Let's see what I want to do for this. I guess standard double pendulum. We add X1, X2 for everything. Make sure to set the right pendulums. Okay, yeah. That is a slight problem. Okay. The thing is, if I don't put that in here, it's probably fine. You know what? It's probably fine. I don't want that to bend too much is the thing. But let's see how that looks without. Okay, make sure this is the highest output it could possibly be. Increase. Oh yeah, I do like the double pendulum there. However, let's decrease the duration on that. I'm gonna have to mess around with the settings a little bit. Okay. So let's turn this down a little, make sure it doesn't go over the maximum. The moment it starts going over 100, it gets janky. It gets stuttery. Okay. What if I reflect this? How does that look? No. Okay. I do like how it looks. I do like how that looks. It might be a little harsh. What if I set the effectiveness to 80 on this? Love seeing a pro in their natural environments. I don't know if I can call myself a pro. I do this full time, but calling myself a pro feels a little pretentious, you know? Okay. 75. I think 75 is the right range for this. Yeah, okay. And then we duplicate this and we say necklaces Y. And input is body Y. Input on this is position Z. Okay, necklace Y1, change everything over. Okay. I'm gonna need to turn the effectiveness up on the Y. There we go. I'll probably eat something. Same. Okay. I like how that looks. Necklaces have a bit of movement to them. Okay. So that is the necklaces done. We have a bunch more clothes to do. How about we take the collar? Collar. Let's do double pendulum for this as well. I love double pendulums. Let's see. Fizz, collar, X1. Replicate X2. And then we want the Y1. Replicate Y2. Okay. Now let's grab this. Make sure that never moves. Okay. And then the X2 is going to be the outside. Okay. The Y1. And Y2. Okay. And then we do this with every other layer here. Rigging takes time. It takes so much time. Okay. And then X2. My friend made their take on homemade hot sauce, and I don't joke when I say this could kill someone. Eating eggs with it for brekkie was a mistake. Oh, damn. Gotta go. Hope you have a nice stream. Okay, thank you for hanging out. I appreciate it. Have a nice day. This isn't white people spicy anymore. I'd hate to be you right now. I'm gonna be honest. I'm sure you guys already know this, but I have white person spice tolerance, so I could never. See, then we do this one. Uh, okay, okay, it's fine. This makes the Dragon Balls look like eating bell peppers. Okay, and then oh, up. Okay. So let's anchor this. Okay. That is anchored down. Now we take this part. All of this just for the color, by the way. This is fascinating me. What's the idea behind rigging a model? I mean, it's a lot of technical knowledge and just visual instincts, I suppose. You just kind of have to know what you're doing. And like you can learn that kind of stuff, you know? It's definitely something that you can learn with experience. It also helps if you have a background in art, because obviously knowing good anatomy is a plus. Okay, let's anchor that. Let's see, I need the shirt underneath. Don't get banned. Did something happen? Wait, hold on. I do not need the shirt underneath. I need the skin base. See, sometimes when I work on models, the layers kind of confuse me. It's fine, but this isn't the way I would usually see layers. So it's just a, oh, well, that's different. And see the grid pattern now. You're setting an X and Y value and putting it along different vectors. Yes, yes. We call them parameters, but yes, X and Y parameters. I'm currently working on physics. So these are the preset motions for the physics, and we're going to put these on pendulums. In fact, I think we're done with the color now, so I can show you the physics window. Let's save this in case it crashes. Can you just stop being assholes? Hey! Cease. Sorry. Bunnies. We're being terrible. Okay. So, what we want to do is we want to say color X physics on body. And then let's do a simple double pendulum. Okay. So now we grab the color X on pendulum 1 and pendulum 2, and we wiggle this around. Good morning. Welcome to the stream. So we wiggle this around violently, increase the output, reduce the output, because we don't want it to go over 100 at any point. And that'll create the physics we want. And as you can see, there is physics on the color now. And this is just the X physics. Let's turn the duration down a little bit. And increase the reaction time because we want it to be separate from the bust movements. There we go. And now the color has proper physics to it. So we want to duplicate this. We say we want the Y parameters for this, and we do body Y. For the angle, we're gonna go position Z. And we change this to color Y. And now we have the the Y physics. And I haven't put in all of the model physics yet, obviously. We are currently working around the bust area. That's cool, you answered my next question. I mainly rig on instinct at this point, but I will try to answer as many questions as I can. If you want to learn about anything specific, I do have tutorial videos on my YouTube channel. So, yeah, those are just if you want to know about anything specifically. Is this base model 2D or 3D? This is 2D. This is 2D. We are currently working in Live2D. So these are all just flat layers that we deform to make it look 3D. So as you can see, like she already has full facial movement. And these are all 2D layers. Okay. I do like how the color turned out. I especially really like the Y parameter physics. Those are my favorite because it's just super flowy. Okay, so we've done the color. Let's save this again. I save so frequently in Live2D because it has an issue. Live2D has an issue with memory leak, and like they've never fixed that. And it's usually not a problem, but when you work on like higher quality models, like high resolution, a lot of layers, it tends to eat up your RAM a lot. So I have 64 gigabytes of RAM, and I still run at 80% of that most of the time. So I save regularly, just in case. I think this model shouldn't eat up too much of it. I am on 47% loads, and that is with streaming. Did you stretch from shrimp? I'm stretching right now. I'm sorry, I do not see the Twitch redeems when I'm multi-streaming. What are you hydrating with? A mix of coffee and Monster. That's what I'm hydrating with. I am completely hopped up on caffeine right now. Less optical distortion, looks more natural. For my rigging personally, I'm not going for natural. I would like my angles to be solid, but for physics, I'm not going for natural. I'm going for exaggerated physics. Because we're working with anime. Like, anime is supposed to be exaggerated. I'm a big anime fan, by the way. Just throwing that out there. I watch so much anime. So, yeah, for me, like, I see a model in anime style, and I'm like, yes, let's fucking go with the physics. So, as you can see, not exactly natural. I did try to tone her physics down just because her design suits a less exaggerated style, but there's still like a lot of exaggeration. There's a big movement range as well. Okay. She's cute. I'm sure Gil will appreciate that. Okay. Overall flap. I have to be careful with this because we don't want it to go past the borders. And then I might need to do the overall itself, give it a little bit of wiggle around here, where it's not connected on either side, just in the middle. These need physics to them. And then the sleeves also need physics. And I think that would be all of the clothing physics. Yeah, I want to give the shorts a little bit of a bounce as well to them. Yeah, this it usually takes forever to rig a model, just because you want to go in, like, adjust things, and there's so many layers to work with. I like how all the models you work on become masterpieces. That is too much flattery, thank you. I'm just doing my job. Also, the model you see currently on screen that I'm using right now, this is my model. Hi, hello. Twitch chat is messing with my toggles, so the cans of energy drink are usually not here. But, you know, I drew and rigged her myself, so my own models I always do myself. Okay, let's see. Overalls flap. I think I want to put this on a double as well. Is on physics. Let's say X1, blend shape, replicate. How are the bunnies? I mean, Ginkaku's okay. Ginkaku's okay. Luna is currently nesting, which means she's being a bitch. I need to get her neutered. It's very expensive though, but I need to get her neutered. She is almost 6 months old, which means she's about ready to be neutered. Okay. And then overalls top X, physics overalls top X. And then we want Y, overalls top Y. Oh, let's see. Overalls, shorts, cute little floofballs. They are adorable. Um, Lace X1. Blend shape. Replicate. X2. Replicate. Y1. Y1. Replicate. Y2. Did I do this right? I did. Okay. And then we want overalls, shorts, X, physics, overalls, shorts, X, replicate, overalls, shorts, Y. Okay, there we go. And that's going to be on a pendulum together, I think. Maybe not. Okay. Uh, my back hurts. Do people still give bunnies during Easter? Probably. Probably, unfortunately. Um, I don't think there's any way to make people not do that. Mm, it's unfortunate. Okay. Actually, I think I might end the stream here. Um, do a little bit more adjustment to everything off screen. But I think we made good progress today. You know, it's getting very bouncy. It's getting very wiggly. No, I don't need more bunnies. I have two bunnies. Two bunnies are fine. By the way, I'm particularly proud of the cactus angles up here. It's got that nice effect to it. So I'm particularly happy with that. Um, but yeah, yeah, I think this is good progress so far. Should we raid someone on Twitch? Uh, have you managed to kill your cactus yet? No, my cactus is fine. My cactus is very much alive. Okay, let's see. Who do we raid? Who do we raid? Let's see. There is someone working on Live2D, but they are not using a mic, or we can raid someone who is drawing. What do you guys think? Drawing? Okay. Uh, let's see. Arts. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed this stream. Rate message. I don't do rate messages. Just go say hi. Um, I hope you enjoyed. Um, yeah, and thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Bye, guys.